Hi, welcome to Centerville Reports Today. I'm Maureen Russell Hodson. The Washington Centerville Public Library has some good, cheap reads for you, and not only that, but also some wonderful collectibles. Here to tell us more about their spring book sale, we have Lynne Dodson, who is the chair of the Finer Books and Collectibles at Better Books and Collectibles, but they are fine books.
They are indeed.
And Georgia Mergler from the library. And ladies, thank you so much for being here. Sure. And I get excited, Lynne, because you always bring really cool stuff. And I know you've got some exciting things to show us, but let's talk about this because this book sale happens twice a year, right, Georgia? This is the spring sale, and give us the details on it.
So the spring sale happens April 26th, 27th, and 28th, so it's the last weekend of the month. The 26th is the members only night, so if you're a Friends member, you can come get first crack at all the materials from 5 to 9 p.m. at the Centerville Library. And if you're not a member for the 2018 year already, you can become a member that night and get entrance so you can shop the sale.
And you make that very easy to do,
We
right?
do. People start lining up a little bit before 5, but we try to process them really quickly so they can get in and shop. And then the sale opens to the general public on Friday at 10 a.m. also at Centerville Library, ends at 9 p.m. So those are the same hours the library is open. And then on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Saturday, that last day, whatever merchandise is left, we do half off any AV materials as well as a $5 bag sale. So the Friends volunteers will give you a Kroger paper sack and you put as many books in it as you can. You buy it for $5.
Wow.
Well, it used to be that the preponderance of them came from items that were being weeded from the library's collection because either they were outdated content or they were not really getting checked out much anymore by the patrons. But as this is probably our 12th book sale. We've been doing this since, I believe, 2011 was the first sale. More and more people know, oh, the library is a place where you can donate materials. Right. So we've had a lot more donations, and I would say that the book sale inventory is now, the majority of it is donated items from the public. And some of the items that Lynne will share are things from pretty unique collections of private citizens who are maybe either downsizing or they're just decided that it's time to do a little spring cleaning.
And so you'll have hundreds and hundreds of books for readers of all ages.
Thousands.
Yeah, thousands and
yes.
thousands. Okay, yeah. Lots and lots of books. And so in a special section, we have Lynne and her unbelievable books this year.
Yes, actually, we have almost 2,500 items.
Oh my gosh!
Book-related items. We also have a few DVDs and some CDs. But basically, we were very fortunate this year. We've had a number of people with collections who have donated those collections to us. We have a World War II submariner who donated all of his books on the history of the Navy and submarines and memoirs of World War II, and many of which are signed by the authors. We had a beekeeper donate all of his classic reference materials. We've got woodworking, plus we have some fiction. I have books from about 1840 all the way up to 2018. I have a few 2018 Amazing. Novels even. So, you know, it's really nice. And the prices start at like $3 in our room, in the Better Books, but they do go up. This one, for example, is the Ronald Reagan autobiography. It was signed by President Reagan, and it's worth about $750. So,
I want to
you know,
show
the prices do go up a bit.
Yeah, we'll just show that.
They
so
have
you're actually getting it signed.
It's the next page.
Okay.
They have it signed on a book plate, and it was purchased at the Presidential Library. So that provides provenance in terms of its authenticity.
Yes.
And then we have, this one is just a lovely picture book of gardens, and it's just a few dollars. So there is quite a range. This one I thought was kind of interesting. This is the story of Gary Burbank, who I know you're familiar with, was a very well-known DJ on WLW Cincinnati for many years. He's in the Radio Hall of Fame. This one is signed not only by Gary, but also his radio co-host and the author of the book.
So he does Earl Pitts, Wake Up America,
so,
kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, it's kind of a potpourri
right.
of things. We have some vintage, some really old things. As I said, we have some things from 2018. This year, we also started with this sale, brand new. we've created gift baskets.
See, always something. Thank you, Georgia. So this is new. So you can
This is brand new.
purchase
and
these
what
items.
We have a limited number of these, each of them on a different theme.
Okay.
They're built around a donated, 1 or 2 donated books, but the books are in like new condition. I go through each one of them, make sure there are no marks anywhere, there are no tears or anything. So they are brand new books for all intents and purposes. And then, for example, with this one, it's a book on home repair. I've included a hammer, a screwdriver, a little mini clipboard, and some page markers. We've got, I've got one for children based on The Secret Garden. I've got one on
So these
wine.
are like a gift ready to give to someone.
A gift
They're
ready
wrapped.
to give. They'll come in
Very
a
nice.
plastic bag with a bow on them, so they're all ready to give. All you have to do is hand them over.
I have to ask you, when do you start preparing for this sale? Because
Oh, well, it's
You
the
never
week
stop.
after the, yeah, it's the week after the last sale. We do a kind of a, we have a meeting and kind of assess what went right and what went wrong. And then from there, I mean, we're just constantly, right now our storage shed is full. The workroom where we sort the books is getting full of boxes with books all waiting to go into both the general sale and the Better Book sale. So it's going to be a huge, huge opportunity for people to pick up some really good books.
And again, it starts on that Thursday with the preview sale. And we talked about you need friend membership, but who are the friends and how can you become a member?
So the Friends are a nonprofit 501c3 group, and their purpose is to raise funds for short-term projects to benefit the library.
Now, I have to interject here because, boy, do they do a great job. I mean,
They really do.
They're raising funds. They're raising mega funds
Right.
for the
People
library.
are really surprised to learn that, you know, we do these book sales twice a year, and the average profit from the book sales anywhere from $9,000 to $14,000. It's
a nice fundraiser.
For 3 days.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a lot of hard work, and without volunteers like Lynn and Katie Crawford and a host of other people who will come weekly and sort through these books to decide what's going to be in the sale, but then also come and set up and work the sale and tear down. I mean, this is not light work, people. It's heavy. Books are heavy. So they raise funds for short-term projects, but they also advocate for libraries. So there are people out in the community who are spreading the good news, if you will, about the library. And since 2011, when the group started, they have generated nearly $150,000 in grants for our library.
Unbelievable.
So
Good job, Lynn.
And that money, you see it in the library, which is kind of cool because it comes full circle. You know, you walk in and you see the interactives in the children's room that the kids are playing with. Those were purchased by the Friends. Or you see new furniture that you can sit out in the library and flip through a magazine. Those were purchased for the Friends, or even the maker kits that you can check out. So we try to, when we're making our grant requests to the Friends, pick things that are highly visible projects so that that project they funded then in turns becomes sort of a promotional opportunity for getting involved with this group and the way in which your involvement does good in the community.
Well, you certainly are doing very good in the community because it's really exciting. We think you won was it a state award or a national award?
We did. The Friends, just when they were 5 years old, they won the Friends of the Year award from the Ohio Library Council.
So that's pretty incredible.
So, yeah, because that's young in terms of Friends group lifespan. There are some Friends groups who have been around for hundreds of years.
Well, it's definitely a take charge organization, and I know you can join Friends now if you want. You don't have to wait until the day of the sale.
All year long, you can join the Friends, and you can go on the library website, wclibrary.info/friends, and you can fill out the membership online. The $5 and $10 memberships, you can only, you can't pay for those online. You have to pay for them by sending in a check or coming into the library and paying. But we have the Author Circle membership, which is $20. The Publisher Circle membership, which is $35. That actually gets 2 Friends memberships and living in the same household. And then the patron level membership, which is for the person who wants to be a friend, but they want to contribute a little bit more. So that's for the $50 and up level. Any Author Circle and up membership gets a $5 coupon to use at the book sale, as well as this cool little magnet that we just got. So the kind of a member gift, if you will. Yeah, but most people who choose to become a friend really do come in at the Author Circle above level, $20 for membership. You know, if you get into the book sale just twice a year early and get first crack at everything, people find that to be highly advantageous. But the memberships are good for 1 year. So whether you buy a membership in April or you buy one at the October sale, it expires on December 31st of that year. So people like to buy them in the spring.
Oh yeah, and you get with this book sale not only these better books that we talked about. I know we should give equal time because you've got Ronald Reagan, but you also have a Hillary Clinton book as well. That's
yes, indeed, we have a signed Hillary Clinton. One of the donors this year was a former reporter with the Journal Herald, political reporter back in the 60s, and he donated his entire collection. And so we have a number of books. The Hillary one is one. I have a number of items on JFK and the assassination of President Kennedy, and I even have a copy of the Warren Report, the original Warren Commission report.
So these are materials that people probably don't see every day.
Yes,
these are things to even come and look at.
And some wonderful Dayton and Ohio history books this time. The Wright brothers. I have a number of things that I haven't seen before come out on the things related to the Wright. The diary of their father, for example, has been published as a book, and so a lot of very unusual things. But then we have cookbooks, we have gardening, we have art. So we even have a few children's books in the collectibles.
Okay. And you can also get them in the regular sale as well, right?
Yeah.
You have a ton of kids' books, I'm sure.
And in the regular sale room, things are priced $1 to $5. So the higher priced items being your movies, your books on CD, things like that. So we don't have a whole lot of books on CD this year, though, because the library, they weren't getting rid of as many of those.
Okay, but there's plenty of opportunity to come and get whatever kind of read you want.
Oh,
right?
yeah, definitely. And even in the collectibles and the better books room on Saturday, when the general room's got the bag sale, we don't do the bag sale because of our book, the level. However, we do a half price sale on most items.
Oh,
now the
okay.
Reagan will not be half price, but most of the items that we have in our room even will be half price on Saturday. So if you can't make it before the weekend, there are still going to be bargains. There's with 2,500 books in the collectibles room. There will probably still be some things left, even on Saturday, but certainly getting in on Thursday, when you have such exceptional items, getting in on Thursday night is going to be
You really have to make it for Thursday, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. That's on the 26th, but go over the times again for everybody so they're aware.
Thursday the 26th.
Mark your calendar because that's when you want to be.
Yeah, the sale opens at 5 p.m. and goes until 9 p.m. And just even at the $5 membership level, which is for citizens of Centerville, Washington Township, you can get into the sale. Friday is 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And this all happens at the Centerville Library, which is at 111 West Spring Valley Road.
Right.
So, I mean, when you go, 5 o'clock, I mean, it's not going to open till 5, but you can go and get online, I guess, before that if you so
Yes,
decide.
you can get your membership ahead of time if you don't want to, fuss with it that night. But
And the better collectibles area, is that as you go in and immediately to the left
the
there?
collectibles are to your right. They're in a room, a separate room to your right, and the general sale will be to your left in the community room.
Right.
And so they're kind of right there together. So you hit one first, you pick out what you want, you pay for them, and then you come on over and you hit the other one.
I just have to ask you, because of all your experience with books, is there ever a book that you think, I need to buy that book? I need to keep that for my collection.
I have a stash. One of the few advantages of being the chairman, because I do go through and I individually price every book. They don't do that in the general sale, of course. It's kind of the whole category is, but in ours, because a given book like this one is $750, whereas this one might only be $10. So each one is individually priced. And as I'm doing that, I'm thinking, oh, gee, I really think I could use that one. I need that one.
Well, thank you, ladies, and we will see you at the Centerville Library book sale.